That's Park Ave CDs in Orlando, Florida.
I was just in there picking up some stuff, so let's see what I got. Greetings, y'all. Welcome to another episode. We're still out on the road, still hitting up those local record stores as we go. I'm still in Florida, and today I took a drive up to Orlando, which you may have heard of. There's a couple little touristy places around that area, maybe you're familiar with. But I wasn't there for that. I was there for record stores, and the first place I stopped was Park Ave CDs. Actually had been to Park Ave CDs before. Maybe it was 2015. I was down in that area and went to Park Ave CDs, and I remember finding a lot of good CDs to add to my collection. So I was kind of excited to make the return visit, the big welcome back. He's back, the hero welcome. That didn't happen. But it's a really cool shop, great selection. Price is pretty good. Most of the used CDs were around the $5 range, which is okay. They've got an awesome selection of vinyl if you're interested in that. And these days it seems most people, that's what they're interested in. The used section of vinyl and CDs, I guess to a degree, were a little bit smaller than I remember. I think there's more new stuff than there is used stuff. But it's a cool shop. If you're in the Orlando area, I definitely recommend you checking it out. And speaking of which, let's check out what I've got. 1993, we've got Fishbone, the great and awesome and powerful Fishbone, and their album Give a Monkey a Brain and He'll Swear He's the Center of the Universe. I love Fishbone. I first discovered them with their first, I guess it was an EP in 1985. I saw the music video on U68, our local music video channel. I saw the video for Party at Ground Zero, and just was like nothing I'd ever seen before, nothing like I'd ever heard before. Just instantly became a fan of theirs from day one, and got to see them live. Hey, here's a receipt. And like I mentioned, $5 for this used CD. I've gotten to see them live a few times over the years. Always put on an amazing show. I'm itching to see them again live now because they've got a lot of the original dudes are back in the lineup. The lineup's changed over the years here and there. People have come and go. Got the lyrics and everything. But I'm really looking forward to getting a chance to see them live again soon. This album, when I saw this there in the bins, I was surprised that I didn't have it because I was sure that I kind of had most of those Fishbone CDs, but I looked up on my app and said I didn't have it. So I was like, well, no question there. I'm going to pick it up. And it's really good. This is, a little bit later. This is kind of around the period where I think everybody really thought Fishbone were just going to go to that next level. And I don't know why, for whatever reason, it just felt like they never really kind of broke through and went that extra, got to that like bigger level of sales and popularity or whatever. They kind of, after this, I think they kind of fall into this kind of, just kind of, for lack of a better term, sort of plateaued, like the fan base just kind of, the diehards just kind of stayed and remained, and it's a shame. They should have been a much, much more popular band, sold many more records, but whatever, they, soldier on and they keep putting on some great shows. And so really glad to pick this one up. They get a little bit heavier, I think, on this record, a little bit more like, I don't know if you'd say metal influence, but there's a lot of songs on this album that just get like a bit more heavier in sound. Some of the tracks on here that I like are Black Flowers, Lemon Meringue, and one of my favorite tunes of all time, Unyielding Conditioning. I love that. That sounds like old school Fishbone for sure, but yeah, good pickup. Surprised I didn't have it, and now I do, so. 1982, we get X and their album Under the Big Black Sun. I got into X a lot later in the game, so to say. I was familiar with them, and I probably in the 80s heard Johnny Hit and Run Pauline, and whatever. It just didn't do anything for me at that time, so just never really paid much attention to them. Then sometime in like the early 2000s, I think, I remember hearing 4th of July song on K-Rock and really liked it. And then around that time, I think Rhino released or re-released a bunch of their CDs, like remastered or whatever, with bonus tracks and all that. And I remember picking up 1 or 2 of them just to like, let me finally give them a try. And then I really got into them like big time and bought like all of their CDs and just listened to them constantly. Saw them live a couple of times, and just really became one of my favorite bands. Just an awesome band. I finally got it, so to say. Kind of unique. They came out of that Southern California punk scene that I love so much, but they were kind of a sound to themselves. They didn't sound like that pop punk of like the Descendants or Agent Orange or anything like that. They just kind of had their own sort of stamp on the punk scene, But I haven't really been looking to pick up too much vinyl, but I saw this there. It was $20, and I thought that was a perfect price. Like I'll pay that for this, and it was brand new. Get the lyrics there and everything, and it's just on black vinyl here. Yeah, just black vinyl there. This is on Fat Possum Records, which I don't quite understand, because originally their stuff came out on Elektra. So I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine Elektra would give up the rights to the X catalog or license it out, but I guess they did. I don't know. What the deal is with that. You'd think they would hold on to those and put these out themselves, but yeah, just a great band. And this is one of my favorite albums by them. This and More Fun in the New World. Those are the two that are like neck and neck. They're my favorite albums by them. I have More Fun on vinyl. I've had it for a little while now, and then, like I said, I saw this there, and the price was exactly like what I would easily pay for this, and so I just decided to grab it. But some of the tracks on here that I dig are Motel Room in My Bed, Under the Big Black Sun, Because I Do, Dancing with Tears in My Eyes, How I Learned My Lesson, and The Have-Nots, which that's a great song, but just a great album, top to bottom. It's just an amazing album. And they put out a new record, I guess it was 2020 when COVID hit, called Alphabet Land. That it was the first new record by X with the original lineup here in decades, and it's really good. They kind of pick up right where they left off. It's exactly what you would want a record like that to kind of sound like. So it's definitely worth picking up if you weren't aware of that or anything. Check it out. And they're still out playing shows all the time, which is great. Billy Zoom had some health problems not too long ago, but luckily he kind of got through them, and he's back out there playing with them. So that's awesome. Great record, X, Under the Big Black Sun. And so that's all I picked up this time at Park Ave CDs in Orlando, Florida. Let me know what you think of these records. If you've ever been to Park Ave CDs, I'd love to hear your take on the store. But go out there, support those local record stores. We got to keep them around, keep them in business. And, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. See you later.